Does your kitten bite you and you're worried they're aggressive? What if I told you that, most of the time, this is a huge misunderstanding, not a real behavior problem? So many new kitten owners see those little needle teeth and think their fluff ball is mean, trying to be dominant, or worse, developing a dangerous personality. But the science behind cat behavior tells a completely different story. Biting is one of the main ways kittens explore their world, how they communicate, and how they learn what's socially acceptable. If you understand why your kitten bites, you can guide him toward being gentle and well-behaved. The key is understanding, not punishment. So, let's get one thing straight right away. Play biting is not aggression. Kittens are born with their brains still under construction. In those first few months, they're rapidly building the neural pathways for hunting, coordination, impulse control, and social skills. And how do they do that? Through play. Play is their school, their gym, and their social club, all in one. When you see your kitten bite, pounce, grab, and kick, they're just practicing the instinctive hunting moves that every cat is born with. It's a critical part of their development. In a natural setting, kittens learn how hard they can bite from their mom and their little. If one kitten bites a sibling too hard, that sibling will yelp and stop playing. Over time, the biter learns to soften its grip. This is called social feedback learning, and it's essential for developing what we call bite inhibition. The problem is, many kittens are separated from their families too early, often before they're 8 weeks old. They miss out on this crucial learning period. Studies show that early separation is a big reason for increased biting, poor impulse control, and being overly reactive later in life. When this happens, we humans accidentally become the substitute littermates, and our hands and feet become the targets for their play. And that's where things often go wrong. From your kitten's point of view, your wiggly hand looks exactly like prey. It's warm, it moves, it's exciting. When people wrestle with their kittens using their hands, they are, without realizing it, teaching their kitten that biting hands is fun and rewarding. The kitten isn't trying to hurt you, it's just practicing being a cat. So, how can you tell the difference between normal kitten play biting and a real problem? Play biting usually happens in short, energetic bursts. Your kitten might pounce, grab your hand, do that famous bunny kick, and then dash off. Their body language is loose and bouncy. Their ears are mostly up. Their pupils might get big for a second, but you can easily distract them with a problematic biting, on the other hand, feels very different. It's often sudden, much more intense, and comes with a stiff body, flattened ears, wide, sustained pupils, and a thrashing tail. This kind of bite often happens when you're just petting them, and it's usually caused by overstimulation, fear, or stress, not playfulness. One of the most misunderstood reasons for biting is what we call petting-induced overstimulation. Cats just can't handle as much physical touch as we can. Think about it. Their nervous system is different. Repetitive petting, especially along their back or on their belly, can quickly go from feeling good to being overwhelming. They'll usually give you subtle warnings first, like their skin rippling, their tail starting to flick, or their ears turning. If we miss or ignore those signs, a bite can be their last-ditch effort to say, "Hey, that's enough. This bite isn't aggression. It's a boundary. It's communication." Another huge factor is what I call an energy imbalance. Kittens are little energy dynamos. They have these huge bursts of zoomies, followed by deep, deep sleep. If they don't have a good way to burn off all that energy through play, it often comes out as biting. Animal welfare studies consistently show that a stimulating environment with lots of interactive play dramatically reduces these unwanted behaviors. This brings us to the most powerful tool you have in your toolkit: structured play. Science-backed guidelines recommend at least a play sessions every single day. Use toys like wands, feathers, or anything that looks like prey. This lets your kitten act out all their natural hunting instincts: stalking, chasing, pouncing, grabbing, and killing the toy, all at a safe distance from your skin. A great tip is to end the play session with a small meal or a treat. This completes the natural predatory cycle and leaves them feeling satisfied and calm. Now let's talk about what not to do. Punishment simply does not work for cats. Research is very clear on this. Using harsh methods like yelling, hitting, scruffing them, or spraying them with water only creates fear and anxiety. It damages the trust you have with your cat and can actually make the biting worse. Punishment might stop the behavior in that moment, but it doesn't teach your kitten what they should do. Instead, the effective strategy is all about redirection and consistency. If your kitten starts biting you during play, calmly stop all interaction. Don't yank your hand away. Just freeze. Then, redirect their attention to a toy they allowed to bite. If they bite you while you're petting them, Just stop petting and give them some space. Over time, your kitten learns a simple rule. Gentle play means the fun continues, but rough play means the fun stops. Predictability is also your best friend. Cats thrive on routine. Having regular feeding times, set play sessions, and quiet rest periods helps regulate their energy levels and makes them less impulsive. A predictable environment lowers stress hormones like cortisol, which are directly linked to reactivity and biting. It's also crucial to remember that every kitten is an individual. Genetics play a big part in their personality, sensitivity, and energy levels. Just like people, some kittens are naturally more intense or sensitive than others. This doesn't make them bad or aggressive. It just means they need a bit more patience and a management plan that is tailored to them. So, when should you actually be concerned? If the biting is severe, seems completely unprovoked, is getting worse over time, or if you notice other signs of distress, like hiding, not eating, or sudden changes in their behavior, it's time for a vet visit. Pain from an injury, a neurological issue, or some other medical condition can make a cat much less tolerant and more likely to bite defensively. A good vet or a certified feline behaviorist can help you figure out if the cause is medical or behavioral. But here is the most important thing I want you to take away from this. Your kitten is misbehaving. They are communicating. Biting is information. It tells you they're playful, overstimulated, scared, or maybe even in pain. When we learn to read that information and respond with understanding, we don't just solve a biting problem. We build a foundation of trust, create emotional security, and forge a bond that will last a lifetime. When you replace frustration with understanding and fear with knowledge, you'll see that with patience, structure, and empathy, those sharp little kitten bites will naturally turn into gentle adult behavior. If you want a loving, affectionate cat that doesn't bite, the answer isn't control, it's communication. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on understanding your amazing feline friends.